So it's Wednesday, and the song was supposed to be released on Sunday if I wanted to keep my new moon thing going. But that just did not happen. It wasn't possible because so much has been going on. September is usually a big issue around this time of year because there's so many birthdays in the family, and so that kind of creates some distractions. And then also too, with trying to focus on the new PhD courses and finding my routine for that, that's been a problem. So we missed that date, but my goal is to try to have the song out by midnight for Saturday morning, or I guess Friday night. What I'm starting to realize is that it's very important to compartmentalize when it comes to handling stuff like this and doing a two-lane hustle. Like, you have to compartmentalize. And the reason being is because you can become overwhelmed. So last night, in the middle of the night, I kind of freaked out because I was thinking to myself all the things that I know I need to do. Like, I know there's things on this project that I'm working on at work that I still need to work on. And at the same time, I know I want to get this song done and get it out within this month at least. And then on top of that, I just found out that somehow I'm behind in my PhD courses. Somehow I'm late on an assignment. I don't know if I just missed it or if it came up late. I don't know. I got to figure that out today as well. But somehow I have to focus on compartmentalizing. And so far this morning, I've been doing good at that. And when I say compartmentalizing, this is what I mean by it. So whenever I'm working on a specific lane in my hustle, right? Only focusing on that lane, right? Only focus on that lane. I think that's the important piece, because if you allow other items or things that need to be done from the other lanes of your hustle to leak into the others, I think that's when you get overwhelmed, because you start to think about things that are outside of your control for that particular moment. I think it's important to focus on what you can control and what you're doing in the moment that you're in. So therefore, that is your only focus, and you don't get overwhelmed, and you don't burn yourself out. Because I notice whenever I do try to multitask too much with handling things from one of my lanes of focus to the other, one of my lanes of my hustle to the other, I tend to be really drained by the end of the day. But I notice whenever I can focus on just one specific aspect at a time, things go a lot better throughout my day. So I think that's one of the lessons that I'm learning here, and one of the things that I think is crucial to being able to juggle a two-lane hustle. You have to be able to keep things out of the lanes that they don't belong in. This week so far has kind of been crazy because every day at work, things have broken. Like, we've been having things break every single day. Right now, things are actively broken. That's what puts me behind and kind of adds a layer of complexity to the days, because whenever things do work, I'm rushing to try to finish everything within the rest of the shift that I have. And then technically I'm still behind, So that's kind of the issue there. But right now things are broken, so hopefully things will fix soon, and then I can finish what I need to do today within the 8 hours that I have allotted for this time. And then we need to check on that homework stuff and figure out what's going on, and why that assignment is late. And then we're going to finish writing the song. We are pretty much, I want to say we're a good 70% done with writing the song. Once I finish writing it, recording it, that's going to be simple. I'll be able to knock that out in under an hour, and then we'll get to mixing and mastering it, and hopefully we can have it submitted in today, which means it should have plenty of time to come out for Saturday. But let's just see how that goes. Let's do what we got to do. I've been doing this thing where I've been trying to release on the new moon. I think I've mentioned that before, but that just did not work out this time. It didn't work out this time. The new moon for September was the 21st. I have the song scheduled to release on October 3rd. So it's coming out in 2 days. And I'm good with it. I'm good with it. I'm going to live with it, because I think that I'd prefer to have the song be of good quality than just to throw something out. And it took time because there were so many pieces that I felt like could just be better, or that it needed additional work. And I was not willing to just give up on it and just let it be. It had to be right. So I kept pushing until I got it right. And I did get it right. Some of the things that came into play were the soccer games. My brother-in-law, he plays soccer, and he's really good. He's really good at it. And I had to go to several of those games, took him to those games. And then we had several birthdays because September is such a birthday heavy month for my family. So that kind of threw a wrench in some things. But we're going to get a jump on stuff because for October's release, I'm going to make sure that I hit my target. So I'm already in the process of working on a song. Also in the process working on a music video for the song that I'm releasing this Friday. But I'm happy. I'm happy with everything overall. I was talking to a buddy about it, and I was telling him, like, yeah, you know, I'm going to be late on this release. And he was like, well, just don't release a song for this month. You know, just kind of wait till next month. And I was like, no, I'm not going to do that. And I think that that's important for people to understand as well, too, because, again, bear in mind, when you two-lane hustle, it's a choice. It's a choice. You don't have to do it. It is a choice. But if you're going to do it with the hopes of, hey, the thing that I'm working on as my side gig, I want that to be my primary job because I want to work for myself, then I think you have to get rid of that mentality of, oh, I'm just not going to do it this time because X, Y, and Z. Like, you have to be accountable. And the way I like to think of it is because, like, when you're working a 9 to 5 and you're working for someone else, can you just tell your boss, hey, you know what, I'm just not going to be able to get it done because I just didn't have enough time and I don't feel like it. I mean, obviously things might happen, but you still work until it's done. And the reason being is because you kind of have to. I mean, they gave you a task and you have to finish it. And I think you got to apply that same thing to your other endeavors, like things that you're working on, because you have to treat it as it is a 9 to 5. And by doing that, that I believe is how you're able to give yourself the freedom to eventually at some point quit your actual 9 to 5 and work on the side thing that you were wanting to do and that you're more passionate about. And so I think that's why it's never an exception to just be like, okay, you know what, I'm just not going to do it this time. No, both of these are very important to me. I treat both as a main thing. It is a 9 to 5 for both for me, even though the hours aren't exactly 9 to 5. And nowhere near 8 hours split, but still I treat it like that, you know? And that's what's gonna help me be successful in this, is knowing that, hey, I am treating both of these jobs equally and both jobs get the same amount of attention. So I'm happy that I was able to get everything done. And now we move on to the next phase, which is promoting the song when it comes out, pushing content, video content, and a bunch of other type of content. So that's the next step, and that's what we're going to work on next. And that's going to be a wrap for this video. I'll catch you in the next one. Keep doing your thing, 2 Lane Hustle Gang.